And welcome to your quick 3-minute second stimulus check, stimulus package, and news update. Also, happy Halloween. I didn't go with a costume today because I already look like the Geico caveman every single day. If you enjoy these quick updates, please let the YouTube algorithm know by liking, subscribing, and commenting what your Halloween costume is going to be tonight. On to the news. We have opinions all over the board when it comes to the timeline for the stimulus package. So let's break this down. What I'm going to do is start with the worst predictions and then work our way slowly to the best predictions, the soonest predictions. Also, side note, if you don't like the news I'm reporting, don't blame me. It's just the news. If you want someone to lie and say the stimulus is coming every single day, there are plenty of other channels for you that can hype you up every single day. But if you want a realistic take on what to expect, tune in here. Easy peasy. So, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. He said he expects Congress to pass another relief package at the beginning of 2021. Here's his exact quote. "We probably need to do another package, certainly more modest than the $3 trillion Nancy Pelosi package. I think that'll be something we'll need to do right at the beginning of the year." Mitch went on to say he believes the bill should have an emphasis on small businesses and on hospitals. I know this is extremely frustrating. I know. But like I said, this is the longest timeline prediction. Everyone else is predicting something more hopeful. Here's what Nancy Pelosi thinks about the timeline. She believes an agreement will be reached sometime in the 72-day lame duck period after the elections. This is a pretty broad timeline, but it's of course much shorter than Mitch's timeline. This comes after Nancy's letter to the press at midnight 2 nights ago and Mnuchin firing back in retaliation. Pelosi has received a lot of criticism for this letter, including from White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow, who said this goes against the sense of optimism negotiators have put forth and highlights that an agreement will be harder to reach than expected. At this point, the finger pointing is just becoming nauseating. I really hope after the elections, these elected officials can think a little bit more clearly and just get something done for the people in need. Back to the timeline estimates. Up next, we have Senate Republican Whip John Thune, who also believes the deal will be passed in the lame duck period. However, he narrowed this window down just a tad, estimating it to happen sometime in either November or December of this year. Adding to this, Thune said the motivation level on both sides will depend on how the election comes out, but I think either way will do something. The question is how much. So that's quite a bit more hopeful. Then finally, we have President Trump with the most optimistic timeline of them all. The president says Congress will approve a big old package right after Election Day. His exact quote is, "After the election, we'll get the best stimulus package you've ever seen." Many are saying that this is unlikely to happen that quickly. I can't tell you for certain that it wouldn't happen or will happen. No one knows exactly, but I can tell you for certain that it wouldn't happen before November 9th because Congress is out of Washington until then. Realistically, I think no matter who wins the presidency, I believe a package will be passed sometime in November. That's the overall feeling that I get from this. From here, let's do some rapid-fire finance news. The Dow closed Friday down an additional 150 points, leaving it off as the worst one-week sell-off since March. As much as it's never great for markets to go down, I think it's for the best in the long run because these markets have been at unrealistic levels for several months now. It just doesn't make sense to have record unemployment and record markets at the same time. It just doesn't make sense. As a side note, if you want a zero-risk free stock, check out the link in my description for Webull, where if you deposit $100, you'll receive a free stock. It takes like 5 minutes. Why not try it out? To finish off, we have some good news, and that is weekly jobless claims fell again this week to 751,000. Don't get me wrong, this is still an insane number of people to lose their jobs. It's still about triple what it was at this time last year, but it is a positive trend in the right direction, so we have to at least highlight some of the good things, even though we all know that some kind of relief would 100% speed up this trend. So this is everything you need to know for your second stimulus check and stimulus package update for Halloween 2020. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a profitable Halloween.